presentation, and I will start with it. I'm Markku Tervo, coming from Finland, coming from city of Oulu. It's a northern part of Finland. It's about 600 kilometers from Helsinki, our capital city. I'm working in road administration, and my main themes nowadays are the development of road administration in Finland. About half of my time is concerning these kind of questions. One theme is actual work in our region. It's Oulu region. There is 13,000 kilometers roads which we are taking care of. And the third part of my work is actual international cooperation, especially with European, Scandinavian, and with Russia, of course. And we just had a trip in New Zealand and Australia, and I was in a congress in Warsaw, and I almost directly came from Russia to here, so that I can compare now things a little. Have anyone been in Russia? Hands up. Only Finnish. I think you should, so you understand what is the life. Those presentations which we heard were really good, and I recognized many familiar things or ideas which we have in Finland and which are used in Europe, in New Zealand, Australia. Very fine ideas. And I must say in this beginning that I'm sorry about my language. I hope that you understand what I'm saying. But I have to say that this theme is very difficult. It's very difficult to explain even in Finnish language. As you maybe know that it's very difficult to describe some ideas which are background. It's you don't understand if you are not included or inside this idea. And I think there is three types of persons. There is one type all the time watching in the history back. The second type is living this time, present time. And the third types of person or people are aiming to the future. And I hope that you can see that I'm the type 3. And I will try to explain some ideas. Anyway, this presentation is not a total description of our ideas, but I try to show some examples or themes and small hints for you, so that you can maybe work those ideas a little further or get some new in your life or in your work. First, little information about Finland and FINRA, Finnish Road Administration. And I compared with California, so that you can get the size of our country and situation. We have quite the same situation actually. I was really surprised that California and Finland is quite similar. Only there is some big differences. For example, population. There is only 5.1 million people in Finland, and someone is saying that there is even reindeers more than people, but maybe not. And the length of roads and the number of bridges, quite similar. I was really surprised. But the traffic safety situation is better in Finland. When you count how many fatalities there is per year per people or persons. And for example, I compared to Russia, this your situation. It's in Russia there is 10 times more facilities than in California. Every day in Russia is dying 100 people in road accidents. Every day 100 people. It means 36,000 people in a small city. My teams here, step to the future, how we are taking a look, how we are trying to make re-engineering, new products, totally new way to think, networking idea, using ICT so that it creates possibilities, service contract agreements, and hint, there is a hint concerning the investments process. I think you should listen this hint. It's really good. And there is a conclusion, or there's mistake she is missing. How to think to the future? In Finnish road administration, we are making with same way, which I found out from internet last evening when I was taking a look to the Caltrans pages. There was also vision to the future, vision 2025, and there was some points or steps to the vision. And when we think about this procurement development, I'm saying that the vision is redesigned and automated procurement model and processes. It's somehow clear, but it's not so easy to understand or explain. The vision of for year 2050, it's actually flying car, and after that you can think which kind of steps there should be. You were telling a lot of planning. Our way to plan this kind of change is steps. We are planning steps to the future. And there is always also history steps, but the important steps are here. What should be done in near future, and what is the vision? What is the after near future? This picture I got 20 years ago from one book. I don't remember which one or who was behind this picture, but I think there is a good idea. So that if you are automating present processes, you will get automated practice. So that I think we should think that, for example, taking ICT in our processes, you should not just try to put this solution to the present processes. You have to develop those processes, and after that you can automatize those processes. With this idea, you can really change the way to act or operate in organization. One question in this kind of change is how far you should be able to see. What is your possibility to see to the next 5 years, 10 years, even 20 years? And for example, in FINRA we have made this kind of a picture into the future, so that we will have all infrastructures in 3D databases at year 2050. All data, and I will explain this a little more. Here is one example about those steps. This is real our situation now. We have now new procurement strategy, and we are taking those ideas in use, but we are already planning new ideas or new steps. For example, this idea of alliance-based service agreements, we got it from Australia. We had a study trip, and we made these pictures or idea description in Melbourne, so that we already started to plan new steps. Even we are just starting to implement this first one. This way to operate is quite important when you try to change the future or try to aim to the future. Here is this alliance-based service agreement idea. I will show this idea a little more with another picture. The team 2, new products. We have described our role or work with those 3 products, so that there is routine maintenance, periodic maintenance, and investments. And we are developing procurement systems or methods with this basic idea, so that here in maintenance area there will be service agreements, and here in investment area there will be design build system or methods, but there will be also this new alliance model. I will tell also about this alliance model more. This is the hint. Networking. You told a lot of the same idea that there should be cooperation or networking, but I think this idea is not so familiar in infra sector, because this is actually copied from ICT sector. For example, Nokia. We have got from Nokia many ideas of how to build networking. in our sector. And there is, for example, new markets of procurement consulting and data service producers, and new operators and technology developers. The basic idea is that networking is the way how we should operate if we want to get future steps. Fourth theme, ICT. This should be taken so that this is creating possibilities. You should develop those processes so that first develop the processes, and after that you can or you should take ICT inside. But behind this idea there must be process description and some basic standards, for example, product models, data models, so that you can move the information or data from the beginning to the end of infra process. And if this is real life, you can change the whole total process more than if you are just developing these parts of processes. Our aim in Finland is to have this basic description or models ready and in use in next 3 years. Here is this picture of this data collection, how we are trying to or going to the 3D databases. We have 3 different kind of information on or inroads, you can imagine, and we are collecting those information so that it's possible to make those new models of contracts, service agreements, and so on. I will see some example of this also. And of course, we should or we are already using e-procurement so that this competition process is almost already in e-mode, so that everything is in e-mode, and there is no paper anymore. And I think this gives a lot of new possibilities to develop procurement methods and also those management methods in FINRA and in producers organization and so on. In Finland, we are trying to build this kind of a national solution of databases and how to use in different kind of solutions those databases. So there is we are aiming to have a 3-dimensional road database, railway database, street database, and private road database or bank. And on this there is a level where we are making possibilities for everyone to use those databases. We are saying that the data is free, you can freely use it, but the highest level or upper level here is the actual solutions level, where is the actual business possibilities for different kind of business organizations. Without this kind of idea, I think the total change of procurement methods in Finland, this is not possible. We have to have this kind of basement. This is really big question and big work or job to do, to have databases so that it's actually all the time in real life, or every information is okay. How we are using in our processes nowadays ICT and databases. Here are some examples. This is real life in our work. We are using maps, of course, and the databases are behind the maps, and the picture is also like a data. I can show maybe through internet if there is there internet. There is. I can show some examples after this presentation. This is one picture how we are using databases. There's picture, maps, and this is information from this part C, information of structures underground, so that you can see what is inside in every road. We are using a radar for this. One new point of what we want to have in real life in next 5 or 10 years is the possibility to see inside bridges. There is already some examples how you can see with radar inside the bridge, so that you can see is there corrosion or not, and so on. And if these are real life, you can change your way to operate. We are saying that we should move to the healthcare of bridges instead of preparing bridges. Here is also some pictures of bridges. There's basic databases, but here is this radar system and this 3D laser system, so that you can get a picture from bridge. We are aiming, for example, to this that a bridge database, the interface in your computer is this kind of picture of bridge, so that you can get information through this 3D interface. Mobile data processing is one part of this procurement idea, and I will put here an example so that you can see which kind of system we are using in Finland. This is one of those systems. There is another which are used. But the basic idea is that every partner can use the same mobility system, and the information is sent to the internet-based databases, and you can use it through map. And you can imagine that it's possible also to send to the customers. Use E and O so that you can go inside this map and out. E and O. It's this is real, but recorded. It's not now real, but it's recorded from real life. And for example, my point of view or my vision of this road user idea is that when I'm driving with a car, when I see a hole in pavement, I can say to the car, there is a hole, send information about this. And it goes to the contractors, they prepare it, it goes to the quality control and so on. So you can imagine the possibilities to automatize processes. How many minutes? Yeah. Yeah, you should come in Finland so that it start to speak English. How many minutes I have? About 5. 10. Okay. Here is the idea of a service contract agreement. I like to use agreement better because it's not a contract. We are using nowadays this kind of contract so that implementation is inside contract, but we are aiming to situation so that in daily and in periodic maintenance questions we are including also condition management and planning, programming, designing in this contract, so that there will be this kind of map from Finland, so that there is different kind of service agreements, so that there is, for example, here is a bridge agreement. There is area where is 764 bridges, and agreements includes that contractors must take care of those for 5 years, and it will be in future 10 or 15 years, but we are not just going those first steps. One good idea or hint is this development idea or innovation idea. We have in those service agreements this kind of part. It's described in call for tenders papers, and contractors can count how they should do it or how much it will cost and so on. And we think we will include this kind of development part in every service agreement. It helps to develop things, and we have even made formulas to count this result of development. What is the common for all service agreements? Networking, as you told, that without understanding roles or without joining the idea, you can't join this service agreements. Data processing, very important, but creating possibilities. This technological development and idea of encouragement to innovation with this development part. And development of know-how. This is a challenge for all. This is this hint from Australia. Take a look at this website. There is a very good description about this alliance contract model, and I found a lot of common or same questions which you told. Take a look. There might be many hints for you. We decided it was a Scandinavian group visiting in Australia, and after that we decided that there will be pilots in Finland, Sweden, and Norway of this kind of new model. It's for investments, big investments. And this website is open, and you can get this description. There is a good description of this model. Conclusions, C or missing. There is this kind of big questions. The first is society. Is the society really ready to take this kind of new ideas? It actually, for example, in Finland, this is political questions. We have laws, and we should change those laws and so on if we are taking really new models. Culture. The culture is the change of culture takes time. You are never. You ask that where they are. I think we are always at the first step in the culture change. Always at the first step only. Personal skills and attitude. How to find those persons who can manage to the future. You told same ideas or things. Or this technology question. How do you take ICT possibilities in use in real life with taking look up to 10, 15, 20 years forward? And remember, if developing will not include pain, it's not real development.
Sounds like my exercise program.
Yeah. And easy questions, please.
I wanted to ask about the 3D models of the roads. That's a huge amount of data.
Yeah.
What is the mesh? At what frequency of data points do you have for a road? How many measurement points for underground, for example, and along the road?
I don't know yet. It's in the future, but the main idea is that actually I think the amount of data, this is not problem. The process, how to get this data, how to keep it right or real data, those are the real problem. Not this amount or not this technology. The processes are the biggest questions. I think so.
Questions, comments?
So how far along are you in this plan to create this database of all this information?
the first step. Actually, there is quite a lot of work done, but this idea is so big question that we are trying to how can I say it in English? To be sure that everyone thinks with same way. For example, we have, of course, databases. We have this DigiRoad. It's a description of our. It's not only road network. It's a traffic network in E-mode. It's already done. There is even a law how this should be built and so on. But this total description or total system, this will take time. I think this can be ready at 2050. Takes time.
Are there concerns about having that information available to anyone being used for bad things like terrorism?
No. Of course, there is some question, for example, bridges, but you can get those kind of information from internet nowadays. Using Google, you can see every bridge, every building. You don't need this kind of system if you want to harm or make some terrorist acts. You don't need any more. Internet is enough for this kind of idea.
Question, is there any mandates or legislation that's passed through your government to set timetables to meet these goals?
Yeah, there is. For example, in some plans of our traffic ministry, there is a description that we have to be ready in year 2010 to take the navigation cars in use, so that there is navigation systems in cars, and we have to be able to give information, for example, speed limit. You saw in this communicator that when you are driving, you can see on the screen your speed limit or other things also. There is timetable, but it's not so clear. This vision, it's not clear. It's so far away. 10 years from this day, I think so.
You earlier had a slide about the network which you mentioned was Nokia influenced or taken from Nokia's, and which showed how the landscape is influenced by the procurement. Yeah, exactly. Can you talk a little bit more about it? What the different roles of the different blocks in the picture?
Very difficult question, because it's very difficult to explain even in Finnish language. This idea. I try. I was joining last 10 years, or it was year 92. After that, I have been joining in some project with Nokia, and they are developing their products and networks, so that everyone is really concentrating in their own core business, and with this way they can achieve the highest know-how in the world. It's a it can be very narrow No, but sometimes it can be not so narrow, it can be wider. And for example, here when we think those data processing, we are saying that those service producers or sub-organizations, they should not try to operate here. They are not good in this kind of system. It's not infra sector, it's ICT sector who should come to help us make a new markets and business. And they can give same services to all with this idea, so that it's no problem to give data services. It's like it's some kind of also phone operators are using the same idea, that they are offering services to everyone. The pricing system is, for example, the same. There is a very small price or cost per month or year, and it's no question of money for these organizations. But if they are developing own systems, it's very it will take a lot of money, a lot of work, time to develop, and they are not able to be at the nerve. I mean, if they are building own system, it takes 5 years to use or 10 years to use, and it's old quite soon. But if there is new markets like here, they can all the time be on the top of the world in technology. All this data, what is included in this picture. Actually, this. So, I did not have any time to show those internet solutions, but if someone wants, I can show how we are using picture. For example, we have taken picture every 20 meters from our roads. We can use it in our processes, and there is a mapping system where you can see every traffic sign, every information according this ABC model. It's real life. Thank you.